We are finally coming to the end of a 7-bed HMO refurb after many, many years. It's been a complete nightmare of a project for a client. And I thought I would do a little vlog just to show you this part of it, because arguably I think it's the most, not difficult, but it's really, really hands-on. When you're finishing up the build works, flooring, then you need to get your furniture there on site and buy absolutely everything, get the property ready for staging, pictures, all that sort of stuff, finalise your certifications and all that jazz, get it ready for let and get it let. It's a lot. It's currently the 5th of November 2025. We are trying to finish this project for Christmas, e.g. getting it sort of advertised early December, everything finished and all that jazz. So if you're interested, stick along. Alicia, when did we buy this project?
I think it was in 2022.
And just give people a very, very brief idea of how much of a nightmare it's been.
So the client, we obviously provided quotes from our trusted builders. The client wanted me to get a quote from her builder that she'd used on a previous project, and they came out a bit cheaper, about 20 grand cheaper, which sounds a lot, but let me put this into perspective. So to put this into perspective, this was in 2022 she bought it. I think by mid 2022 it was ready to be renovated, and that 20 grand saving has now cost her well over £100,000 in rent, lost rent, because the project is still not finished. We're on our third building team now, because the whole thing had to go to planning in the end, because planning, it should have been done under PD, but because the builders messed it all up and things, it's just been a nightmare. So we've ended up in planning for years, absolutely years, for planning to be a pain in the bum. And at the last minute, when they knew that they'd really messed up, they then just let us have everything that we'd asked for. So yeah, we're now on our final building team. And yeah, we're just having to work with what we've got. So I'm now at the ordering the furniture stage, which is exciting. The flooring is going in the next sort of 2 to 3 weeks. So then the furniture can come in the beginning of December. We're beginning of November at the moment. So yeah, we're on this is the bit where we are the most involved in. Obviously we're involved in the whole way along, but you know, when it's the building team, then it's just the checking up on them, making sure that things are running to schedule and, you know, to the specification that we've set. But at this point it's really us that does most of the work. So we are the ones that are getting the furniture, getting the handyman task, the curtain poles up, all the soft furnishings, all that sort of stuff. It's very hands-on for us. So yeah, this is a busy period, one which we seem to always manage to do in December, which is really bloody annoying. We've done multiple projects which they all land in December, which then means that December is really, really crazy, extra chaos, extra stressful. So yeah, I can't believe we're doing it all again, but here we are. So yeah, it'll be good to get this one over the line, and hopefully we can get some tenants in before Christmas. Would be lovely. So yes.
I'm going to film, I don't know how long this will be, I'm going to film it from now. I'll release it once it's all finished. You can see the end result. I'll show you the little bits of decisions that we've got to make here, there and everywhere in case you're interested. Any questions, give us a shout. If you're looking to invest with us, give us a shout. We are looking to grow our portfolio. So if you want to become an investor, hit us up. If you're looking for lettings in and around the Gatwick area, hit us up. We've got the best HMO specific letting agency that, you know, you can get in this town. So yeah, that's it.
Okay, so first off, obviously before this point, we have obviously done the floor plans already. However, when it comes to doing the furniture, what I need to do is to remeasure it to take into account the skirting boards, because obviously when you're putting furniture in, the skirting boards then matter. So I've gone back round the property and I've just taken some really quick measurements of the rooms, and then I can work from this. So then what I then do is I redo the plans with the new measurements, the floor measurements, I guess, if that makes sense, as opposed to the room measurements, to then make sure that all of the furniture that I'm going to pick to fit in there actually fits. So that's what this is. Obviously, it's a bit messy, but it all makes sense to me. Then I go back in and I just change all these measurements here to make sure that they are now the skirting board measurements. So these have now all been moved to be the correct length, taking into account doorways, because obviously furniture, doorways, that sort of thing all matters. Then I've gone in just to triple check that what I originally had put in, so like for example this is a standard double bed, that a standard double bed still is the best fit as opposed to a 4 foot smaller double bed. So as an example, this room is quite a good example. Here, originally, I had put a bedside table, but actually, because this room is quite small and the annoying builders have made this measurement only, I think it's like 33 centimetres, I can't put a chest of drawers or anything behind here now. So I'm having to reconfigure this bedroom because of the builders putting this door so far down this way. So this is now going to be a chest of drawers as opposed to a bedside table. So this is the process that I'm now in, is just checking that everything that I want to put in here, 1 is going to fit and 2 is the best use of space. So desks that I've put in, this one I've put 2, because this is such a large room, I've put 2 double chest of drawers, a double chest of drawers here. This one I'm thinking I might put 2 double wardrobes as opposed to a triple wardrobe. So it's just moving things around and seeing this space. There's also on here, if I want to check spacing, so like as an example, this space here is quite a large space, it's like 1 metre, and then from here to here is over 1.5 metres. So this is quite a large space here. So then I'm thinking, okay, I might put a chair here, like a reading chair or something, make some feature of this, because there's quite a lot of space here and there's only so much furniture you can put in. So that's what I'm doing at the moment. Then once I've decided on each room, I then write it down, each bedroom, what's going in what and the sizes, and if there's any bespoke things, for me to then send an email to the to the furniture people to then ask for this to be quoted, I guess. So I've got each room here, bedroom A, and all the items that are in bedroom A. So 4 foot bed, that sort of thing. So then I'll send that off to them. They will quote it. I'll then book in the delivery date, which should be beginning of December. We're looking at the 2nd of December at the moment. That's the furniture, the bedroom furniture process at the moment. Obviously, I've got to do the same for the communal areas, like the kitchen will need bar stools, sofa, all that sort of stuff, but they tend to not come from this company. That tends to be like IKEA or someplace else. So I will do this process again for those areas separately.
Right, so finally, you could do this in like a Gantt chart type thing, sliding scale of the weeks and the dates and whatever, but I like to just do a big list because we've done this multiple times, we know the drill. But just to give you an overview as well, I am full on planning out everything that we need to consider with the project. So at the moment, the builders are in there, they're doing all their stuff, whatever needs to be happening and their schedule of works is going on. We know what that is. So for us, I'm now creating a sort of a little list that that's getting done there. The flooring needs to be decided, laid and booked in. As Alicia said, furniture booked in for this date. Now we're going on to stuff like, what can we buy ahead of time? But you gotta match up, like not getting loads of stuff to site, and the flooring needs to be done. You got to move it all out. So it's that sort of give and take. So we'll see where we'll get a couch from, for example. Typically we buy them to get them from IKEA, really, the couches. But IKEA order, pots and pans, like all that sort of stuff. If we can get it here, then it's here. You want to reduce any delays as much as possible, because sometimes when you buy from IKEA as well, it comes smashed up, like the plates and stuff. So you've got to sort that out. Artwork. What artwork? Look at the artwork, where you think you're going to place it, all that sort of stuff. The final big appliances like the microwave, kettles, toaster. This is literally like everything you need to finish a HMO. Notice board frames, bedroom mirrors, curtain poles could be put up, curtains could be bought. Check lamps, TV, all that sort of stuff. Black Friday's coming up soon, so we'll probably find some deals in around now, because companies are now doing deals now. But little things like loft ladders, like we need a loft ladder, bedroom lettering. Then the final fire safety checks, making sure door closers are all closing properly, fire blankets up, all that sort of stuff. Internet, making sure the internet's bought, so we have to tell our clients order the internet in. We've got CCTV up already, but just finalising that, getting it set up on your phone so you can monitor it. Bins, like, is there enough bins on site? Have they got stickers with a door number in and all that sort of jazz? Keys, key safe, making sure thumb locks are there and making sure they're all set up and all that jazz. Making sure the boiler and heating is working, which I'm pretty sure it is, but the thermostat, everything's kicking in, everything's working nicely. Then, there's loads of other stuff, the external works, gardening, fencing, gates and all that jazz. We're getting new soffits and stuff, I think. But in terms of VCC home, so in terms of letting it, we've got to make sure we've got all the keys sorted, your inventory, staging, pictures and videos are being done and lined up, the notice board in the property set up, all the admin that needs to do. So we need to make sure we've got the electrical installation condition report, gas safety certificate, fire alarm commissioning certificate, all that jazz, everything we need. Our client is going to have to put in her HMO license application. So seeing as what you've just seen is the floor plans, we'll make sure we give her all the measurements of the floors, fire alarm positions, all of that sort of jazz. Our cleaners are lined up and ready to start in the new year. It's a lot. It's literally quite a lot. As Alicia said, this is our most intense bit of it, but you've got to get your lists prepared. You've got to be on it and making sure that there's no delays. We're trying to cover everything we can. So yeah, essentially that's it. Maybe we're going to go to the property, I think, tomorrow or today or whenever. Have a look around. So I like to make a list. I mean, we're quite experienced now. Make a list, then we go there, check off some stuff, because there's some questions I've got from previous. And then add anything that we've forgotten and all that jazz. So yeah, we might take you around. That bit's a little bit boring, or give you updates. I'm not sure. But yeah, that's it for now. Hello. So Sunday, 7th of December. This week, we've had the flooring go down, carpets, LVT, and we've had the furniture delivered. There's been an issue with one thing that's not been delivered, which is a triple wardrobe, I think. And they didn't build it and stuff like that, so we've got to contact them to see what happened with all that. But we're now in that stage of getting everything else to site. So I thought I'd just do a quick little vloggy update. We've bought door stops, coat hooks. I'm now doing a load of artwork stuff. We've got to do the IKEA order. We've already got curtain poles to site to get them up. Alicia's doing a curtain order from Dunelm. Need blackout curtains and stuff. We need to get washing machines and stuff. And like shoe racks. What else have I got on my list? Like absolutely everything you need now to fully kit out a HMO, utensils, baking tray, pots and pans, cutlery, all that jazz. Notice board frames, bar stools, bedroom lettering, mirrors from IKEA and stuff like that, couch, TV. I've already bought a TV, toaster, all that sort of stuff from Black Friday. So yeah, it's all go. Let me show you my tab. This is the final thing, just on artwork. One sec. Yeah, so real quick, I am getting a ton of art. I'm not saying this is what we're buying. I'm just going through loads of artwork to show Alicia, and we'll go through. So, I mean, tab. I'm not normally a tab person, but yeah, going through all this sort of stuff to get artwork sorted, finish off the property, and all that jazz on a Sunday. Just showing you what we're up to now. I think the next one will be when we're a little bit further along in the property, or maybe I'll show you when we get there. You'll just kind of see us wrapping up. I don't know if that's interesting or not, but it is what we're showing you.
And then we've got a spare one. Okay. So now we've just got to decide which way round. This one, which is slightly bigger in there, or this one. This to put in there. It's fine. Working hard. It's because I stupidly tried to take it twice at the same time.
If she screams because there's water coming through the window,
I feel like that frame needs to be a black frame.
You think?
There's something not quite happening over there.
That is brilliant.
And they can't even see them, you just think they're like any other child. No, because it's like that height is just horrific. Yeah. Yeah, it's not, and like they're like born with all the opportunities that everybody else is, but are they? Because their family is going to be able to live in their opportunities. I know. So they've got to be so resilient, and the world gets harder and harder, doesn't it? Easier yet harder. Yeah. But I mean, honestly, the whole thing like